Hey Aussie Gamers, LewkOne here from Aussie Gamers Express, and today I am showing off a video of the Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta, which is out just at the moment as I am recording on the PlayStation 4 only. And I'm really looking forward to Uncharted 4, so I was really looking forward to playing the beta to get a bit of an insight as to what the game looks like. Now, I would probably comfortably say that the multiplayer is probably going to be down a little bit on fidelity with the graphics and things like that compared to the single player game, and the multiplayer looks absolutely beautiful. So that just says that to me that the single player experience is going to be absolutely amazing with the graphics and the animations, the 60 frames a second, the 1080p. Everything looks beautiful. It plays well. The controls are smooth. They're responsive. They work well. I really can't say a bad thing about the actual playability of the game. Now, as for the multiplayer, this what I'm going through at the moment on screen is kind of like a tutorial where I'm just playing on my own against some bots, and it shows you how you can use a couple of the little bits and bobs in that for the multiplayer. So as you can see, it was just me in that game, but I won 12-0. How good am I? But anyway, so going through the loadouts here, we've got Assault, Support, Charger, Tactical, Recon and Close Range. They're all just presets. You can do like a custom setup, which is available also in the beta. But I think the level caps out at about 8, I think, something like that. But anyway, so there's a whole barrage of weapons there, some of which you'll be familiar with from previous Uncharted games, and also some similarities with the Last of Us. And it's kind of like The Last of Us in the way you set up. You've got a certain amount of points, I think it's 25 or something like that. And depending on the weapon or the option that you choose for your loadout, they might have one loadout point, or it might have 3 to 5, stuff like that. So you can only use a certain amount of things depending on what you pick. Going into my first match here, I very quickly work out that I'm terrible at multiplayer games, especially in my first match ever playing them, so I'm not too good. I don't actually think I get to kill anyone early on, or especially in my first match. But later on in this video, in not too long, you'll find out that I work out a tactic that'll probably be best for me in the final game as well. I'm a little bit more of a support person, and there's a really cool, unique melee technique. So you can see there was a bit of melee going on. That's just your typical punch sort of thing where you can down each other in a couple of hits. And there's also a little bit of a charge up you can do, which I'll show later. And Reprimere and I coined it a nice little phrase for when you get to knock out Drake on the other team. But anyway, so this is the multiplayer, and for the most of it, I had really solid connections through the beta. However, after about 40 minutes of playing it on the first night that I had my hands on it, I found Reprimere started having some disconnection issues where it would sort of lag out and the character would just stand still while everyone else sort of kept running around. I didn't have those issues at first, and then about 10 minutes after Reprimere had those issues, he probably dropped out, and then I started having the issues where it was disconnecting, and then I dropped out of one of the games. So that only happened in one game. So I guess that's what the betas are for, is to test out the issues with servers, etc, etc. But look, for the most of it, I've got to say that the multiplayer in Uncharted 4 is pretty neat. But here we go. Here's me getting my own back and smacking him in the head with a charged melee. So what happens is you hold down L1, which is your grappling hook button. Hold that down and it charges it up, and you can smack enemies over the head with the actual grappling hook for a one-hit down. And this is what we dove Hotline Bling, where we smack Drake over the head and it makes a bling noise with the grappling hook. So I made a habit of it. Boom! There's another Hotline Bling for you. Kick him in the ass and give you a KO. So let me see, there should be another one here. Whoa. Missed out on that one. Reprimere got that one before me. So there'll be another one very soon. Loving the old Hotline Bling. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Drake the singer, Nathan Drake. Anyway, Drake's about to cop another one. Swing and a miss. Charger up again. He doesn't know I'm there. And hotline bling! Boom. Shoot him in the head. There's a win for me. Alright, now when you get some currency, some premium currency, you can unlock boxes which will get you these kind of rewards from the chests. Now, that's bizarre. But doesn't his face look a lot more like Nolan North these days? It's kind of cool. Anyway, I like it. So yeah, these are the little emotes that you can unlock and the additions and outfits and things like that. It's weird, it's fun, it's wonderful, it plays well, I'm enjoying it. Have a go. If not, play it in 2016. I've enjoyed myself with it. I'm LewkOne for Aussie Gamers Express. Check it out, weekly podcast. Just hit us up on Google. Thanks guys. See you later.